I love hosting and having dinner parties, so this week we had our family over for dinner and I made homemade orange and pink ravioli in a brown butter lemon sauce, a whipped ricotta honey dip, and arugula, candied pecans, cranberry apple salad, and baked peaches with vanilla ice cream for dessert. I got started on my pasta dough. For the orange pasta, I blended paprika with eggs, and for the pink, I blended boiled beets with eggs. I refrigerated my dough for at least 30 minutes and got started on my filling, which is ricotta, Parmesan Reggiano, salt, and pepper. I got out my KitchenAid and used my pasta attachments to thin out my pasta dough, and then used my fettuccine and spaghetti attachment to create different size stripes. I started layering on my pink and orange stripes, pressing down to make sure everything was sealed. Then I cut off the excess and put it back through my pasta attachment to thin it out once more before assembling my ravioli. I piped on my filling and then used a brush with some water to wet in between each of the ravioli before taking my plain pasta sheet and using my rolling pin to cut each of the ravioli out. Flipped over my ravioli, and then with all of my excess dough, I normally knead it back together, and I loved that this made such a pretty sunset pattern. For my whipped ricotta honey dip, I blend whipped ricotta until it's nice and whipped and fluffy, add on some honey, olive oil, Maldon flaky salt, and pepper. And then I serve this with some toasted bread for dipping. Then I got started assembling my salad, slicing the Parmesan, apples. For my dressing, I did lemon juice, some maple syrup, olive oil, salt, and pepper. I dressed my arugula and then added on all of my toppings, candied pecans, cranberries, and the Parmesan. Once my water was boiling, I added the ravioli and got started on my sauce. I browned some butter, added lemon zest, and some lemon. Here's the final product for the pasta, and then I halved my peaches, added on some butter, some brown sugar, and cinnamon, and baked those until the butter was bubbling. I added the peaches to bowls and topped with some vanilla ice cream, and then drizzled the extra butter and sugar from the pan on top.